goes for a high five, that poor young fan, and just denies him. 6 feet 12 inches tall.
That's almost 7 feet tall. This
Almost
guy.
7 feet tall.
So I'm only 5'7", and I know Ben Bishop. And the first time I met him, my head was like at his navel. And I'm like, where's this guy's like head at? It's amazing. I don't know where they make height like that. Wait a minute. I recognize that guy was on television for a while, right?
Yes, indeed.
He was married to, who was the redhead? Her last name was Ball.
Lucille.
Yeah. Wasn't he married to her?
Ricardo?
Yeah, that's him right there, right? Ricardo.
This is Ricardo Rodriguez.
Oh, I was close.
Were you watching WWE Raw or TV Land?
TV Raw, maybe. I was close.
WWE Land. Sounds like a theme park.
You know, Ben Bishop's height, by the way, is the combined height of the main event, the tag team.
6 foot 12 inches.
It's insane. He's almost 7 feet tall. At 6 foot 12, Ben Bishop stands almost 7 feet tall.
All right. Joey Image, I'm going to go back to your experience in professional wrestling here, your history in the ring.
I've never been 7 feet tall.
Can you please explain to me the difference between 6 foot 12 inches and 7 feet? In words we can all understand.
About, I would say 0.001 of an inch.
One.
Yes, sir.
All right, new words we're discovering here. As Ben Bishop, with a very clear height advantage, as has been pointed out already.
Jeez, that guy's got a height advantage over the ring. He could stand on the outside and still be in the ring, if that, whatever that means.
Again, strength and height advantage.
I could not imagine trying to lock up with Ben Bishop. I mean, like I said, I'm 5'7". I wouldn't even be able to like reach up enough to lock up with him.
I'm not sure I wouldn't pull a muscle trying to reach up that high.
I don't. Oh my God! Wow. I mean, he just shoved Ricardo right into the mat by his
Ricardo
face.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, he's in the match too, I think. Right? Remember the one where they were eating all the candies on the conveyor belt, and her and Merman?
Who? Ricardo and Alberto Del Rio?
No. Lucille Ball and Merman. Ethel Merman.
We are watching two completely different shows, sir.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just remember the conveyor belt and the chocolates.
You would remember the chocolates.
This Rodriguez guy, he's got a lot of explaining to do. That's what I've heard.
Well, he's going to have to change up his strategy if he wants to do any damage here against Ben Bishop.
Man, we've said this a couple of times already in our last event, but you get a guy that much taller than you in the ring, you go for the legs, you try to take him out. Again, like I said before, they're all the same size when they're laying down.
I think that's what Ricardo was going for here, but just wasn't able to get Ben Bishop off his feet just yet. However, he does have an advantage here with Ben trapped in the corner. A couple of punches and chops seem to have done the trick. Quick forearm there to the head. And, caught by Ben Bishop. And he reverses the tide. Now goes on the offensive. He's got him up. First slant. Nope, Ricardo gets out of that. Goes for clothesline, ducks, kicks.
And there he goes. That's what I'm talking about. You go for the leg.
Goes for the boot. Again.
Especially when it's clear that Ben Bishop's the guy that uses those big boots.
Hit him in the ribs, take him, then hit him right in the... Yeah, here we go. And side slam.
Everything that he just did, all those kicks and stuff to Ricardo just did not have much of an effect. And Bishop is still like, no pun intended, he's still standing tall.
Exactly. Like you said earlier, great strategy going after the legs. Also went after the ribs, too.
Yeah.
You ever have a broken rib before, Joey Image?
If you're 7 feet, or if you're 6'12", you probably got a lot of ribs somewhere in there, right? So there's a lot of them.
I'm sure he has just as many ribs as you do.
I don't know. He's a foot and a half taller than me. He must have a lot more ribs than I do. I mean,
basic anatomy lessons.
How else can you support all that extra height without being short?
I really don't know how to respond to that. Anyway, back to the action.
But Ben Bishop taking full advantage of that 5 count the referee has.
Can Ben Bishop only move on diagonals?
Checkmate?
Could be checkmate for Ricardo here. He has not been able to get back into it for a minute.
No, I think he's just getting beaten. And I mean, I don't even know what to say. I'm almost just in awe at the height of it. And again, I've met Ben Bishop before in person. And I mean, I'm always
Is that how you meet somebody in person?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It depends. Depends on the situation. I met my wife on the internet. But anyway, it's just I'm just in awe of guys that are tall because I'm not. So like, when I see a guy like Ben Bishop, and what is he, 30 feet from us here in the booth? It's still like, even that far away, or 20, 30 feet, whatever we are, it's still like, this guy has got to be like 6'12", or like 7 feet or something. That's what he told us before, at least. But just insane.
He's definitely got a...
He reminds me of like both of the main event guys, the tag team I'm talking about, again, not the main event of the event. But, I mean, they're both, whatever, 6'7", 6'8". I mean, this guy's is taller than that, but not much, but not by much. But it's just... This is another... Guys that tall with the amount...
And here you go. This is what Ricardo has to do here. He's got to get a couple of strikes in while he can. He's trying to slow the big man down.
But guys that tall with the amount of force like that you just saw that splash in the corner, that kind of makes me happy I retired. I don't have to get hit with those kind of splashes like that. I mean, that just pulls the wind right out of you. Here we go. This is going to be an easy 3. Oh, maybe it's not.
You know, Ben Bishop clearly has the advantage here, but you have to wonder if maybe a little bit of cockiness in that pin attempt worked to his disadvantage. Didn't hook a leg, didn't really seem to put that much pressure on his opponent. No, and again, Ricardo has the experience. He's been to the WWE.
You always, when you get a guy down, when you get your opponent down and you're going to cover him for, you always hook something, a leg, hook his wrist. Even I've seen guys hook the back of a guy's head.
Yes.
I mean, you always hook something just to ensure that you got that little extra oomph behind that cover. I mean, surprising to me, but we saw at our last event, we saw Delirious beat Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin, without hooking anything, and I was shocked. I hadn't seen that in a very long time, and it's just it's not very common.
Ricardo sitting on the top rope is as tall as Ben Bishop is.
We were both on the same page right there. I was going to say the same thing.
Every now and again, we read the same book.
Nice little roll-up there. Oh, Bishop, though.
He's going for those quick roll-ups. That might be the way that Ricardo's going to get victory here.
That's another thing. With a guy this size, he's got this much strength behind him. You want to do quick covers, quick roll-ups, stuff like that, because then you're forcing him to exert energy to kick out of that.
Look at the dazed look on Ricardo's face right there.
He's looking for Lucy right now, I bet.
What's Ben Bishop thinking here? I pick him up for a scoop and
big
a slam.
Slam. Ricardo sounds like he might be a little bit not happy at the moment. Say that.
Leg drop right across the face.
Look at the arrogance. You're not going to cover. You're not going to beat a guy like Ricardo Rodriguez again without hooking something. I mean, the arrogance on the cover.
Biggest biceps in the world, but doesn't help you if they're kicking out of your pins.
Yeah.
Ben Bishop trying to rally the crowd behind him, but I don't think he's the fan favorite in this one. And misses with the elbow.
Wow, that was a big... okay, maybe not. I was going to say that was a big mistake, but...
There are mistakes you can make?
Who knows? Are.
That's what I've heard. Ricardo's starting to pick up some speed here. Oh, blocks the boot attempt.
Yep.
That'll tear something in your knee. Inseguri. Bishop down. But not enough. Nope. And Ricardo did hook the leg there.
I think no pun intended here either, but Big Trouble Ben Bishop is in big trouble.
A little bit of arrogance has definitely worked to his disadvantage here.
Oh boy, he might have him now though. big. I mean, even a short clothesline like that is a big clothesline from a guy that's 7 feet tall and whatever 200
exactly
whatever he was, 230, whatever it was.
Height and strength, and again, showing off the strength here. He's got Ricardo by the throat. Looked like he might be going for a choke slam.
Oh, I was just going to say I think this might be the end for Ricardo Rodriguez, but apparently not. That was a nice boot right there to the face. And once again, I think Big Trouble's in big trouble. Nice knee to the side of the head right there.
Going for a hook of the leg here.
Oh my God.
He got him.
Ricardo! Sorry. I was channeling my Bob Ross there. Speaking of Bob Ross, what a beautiful picture Ricardo Rodriguez just painted. I mean, I got to be honest, I am very surprised that he took down. Oh, wait a minute. I think Ben Bishop's got something in mind right here. Oh!
Ricardo takes a big boot to the face. Match is over, but
wait a minute. Ben Bishop is 6'12". Ricardo Rodriguez is clearly 6'12" also, because Ben Bishop just lifted his leg and he was eye level. He hit him right. He was head level with him or whatever.